You're paralyzed, 'cause this is daylight night, and no one's gonna save you from the beast about to strike. You know it's daylight night.
What the? Macktube with a DVD update? He never does these. And, well, I'm doing them now. What's up, guys? It's Macktube, and no, I haven't made a DVD video in a while, but there's a reason for that. I'm at college, and I don't bring my DVDs with me, so it's kind of hard to keep up with the DVD stuff. But that doesn't mean the DVD search is gonna change. You know how us collectors are. We gotta maintain our status. So every now and then, I like to purchase DVDs online and have them shipped here, and just watch them and bring them home when I get a chance. But recently I was able to order some online, and they came the other day. Got them right here, and about to just show you guys what I got. Now, keeping up with the Halloween theme, because Halloween is this week, a couple of these movies are scary movies, so I'm not really going to call them horror movies, because, you know, anyone who watched my last Q&A video knows that horror is a broad term, so I'm just going to call them scary movies. And I got about 3, so this shouldn't take too long. I'm not really going to go into a review of them. I'm just gonna say what they are and just talk a little bit about them. So first 2 is Candyman, classic. I've been trying to get these DVDs for a while. I finally was able to catch them, and Candyman is a classic in my opinion, one of the new classics that came out in the 90s, and it stars Tony Todd. That's him right there, black guy. And basically, this is a really sick movie. Basically, Tony Todd was, or his character Candyman, was a slave back in the early 1800s or 1700s, I think, and he was in love with this white woman, and one of his slave master's daughters or whatever, and they were both in love, but the people of the village found out, and they didn't like it, so they lynched him, and they basically beat him to death, and he was bleeding, and they pour honey on him, and the kids started calling him Candyman, Candyman, and the bees just came and stung him to death. And there's an urban legend in modern times that says whenever you call his name 5 times, he appears and he kills you. And there's this reporter in the movie, what's her name? Virginia Madsen's character. She comes and she's like, she doesn't believe in legends. She's researching urban legends, and she comes to the town, and she says his name 5 times in this warehouse. And sure enough, he comes. His ghost spirit comes and starts killing people. And it's really graphic, really bloody movie. There's a lot more stuff in the movie. I don't want to give away too much, but it's one of the best horror movies I've ever seen. It's a classic. Tony Todd is really disturbing in this role. He's really scary. His voice is just so deep and so scary. But at the same time, he's kind of a sad character, because he's just a victim of racism at the time, and he comes in modern time, and it's just really a interesting look at the slashers. But really classic movie, definitely recommend it. Candyman. I'm not about to say his name. Some people are still afraid to say his name alone, just because of this movie. There's 2 other sequels, but this is the best one. Trying to get this movie. There was another edition of this movie that was all white with an eye. This is the new special edition. Comes with a few special features, so look forward to watching that soon. This next movie I got is, like I said, it's not a traditional horror movie, but I do consider it kind of a horror movie, because it involves like killings and abuse and stuff like that. This is one of those. Isn't one of those traditional horror movies. This is one of those real life killer movies, like serial killer movies, and this is one of the best movies I've ever seen. I've tried to get this movie a long time. A lot of people have this movie. A lot of people respect this movie, and it's more of a drama, but it does involve a lot of serious stuff. And Charlize Theron, Christina Ricci, monster. This is not the typical edition. This is the special edition, so it's 2 discs. I've been looking at this edition for a while because I wanted to get the special edition. This is probably the best edition in Region 1 because it's 2 discs. The other one just has 1. There's the only edition I know that is probably better than this is the Region 2. I think DVDM has one. It's 3 discs, and the 3rd disc is like what do they call it? It's like a documentary of Alien Warehouse. And it's 2 discs. The first disc is in the is in my player right now, and it's just a classic serial killer movie, Aileen Wuornos. I think that's how you say her name. I've never seen a performance like this before. Probably the best performance of a female actress I've ever seen. Charlize Theron transforms into this role. Like she was a prostitute and her whole life, and she's trying to change. She's trying to do well for herself, but society just won't accept her. And one day she befriends this girl, Christina Ricci. It's kind of a weird relationship because Christina Ricci comes from this high society family, and somehow she forms a bond with this prostitute, and they become friends. And one day, while she's prostituting, this man who she's with attacks her, and she accidentally kills him. And after that, she becomes like this vigilante trying to kill these people who abuse prostitutes and whatever, and she becomes one of the first serial killers in America. And it's kind of interesting because they at first they try to make you feel sorry for her because she's had such a hard life. A lot of people say they feel sorry for her character, but at the same time, towards the second half of the movie, she really becomes darker, and she starts actually looking for people to kill. And it really makes you understand that even though she was a victim, she really became a killer herself. So it's really a complex movie, but I consider this a horror movie because it's so deep, and it involves a lot of graphic horror type stuff. So not a traditional one, but you know, I consider it a classic and one of the best movies I've ever seen. And this is the DVD. Like I said, the DVD is playing right now on my player. I just want you to listen to the background music. This is some real sad background music. I got it playing. This is a little TV I got here. Here's the music. That's the main menu. Second disc has special features. This is just the main menu, but isn't that sad music? This is just scenes from the movie. Yeah, really good movie. Charlize Theron, one of the best performances I've ever seen. Highly recommend this movie. It's very graphic, but it's very dramatic and very serious too. And I definitely recommend it. One of the classics. I'm glad I finally was able to pick it up. And not a traditional horror movie, but a lot of other people are talking about these other classic movies. But I think that this is right up there. This is one of the best movies of all time, man. This last movie I got is not a horror movie at all. I don't even think you can call it a horror movie. It's the opposite of a horror movie, but it was a DVD that I ordered, and I've been trying to get this DVD for a long time. I'm glad I finally got it. It's a comedy. It's one of the new classic comedies, one of the most hilarious comedies I've ever seen. And it's the special edition, and this is the movie that really made Ben Stiller and Cameron Diaz a household name. And if you haven't guessed, it's Something About Mary. I've been trying to get this DVD for a long time. I don't have many comedies in my collection, and I really wanted to pick this up. Unlike the regular edition of this Something About Mary, this is the special edition, and the way you know it's a special edition is that it's not actually called There's Something About Mary. It's called There's Something More About Mary. They added the more in for the special edition, and I didn't even realize it was a special case until I actually just got it. And it's actually a special case. You slip it out like this, slip case or whatever you call it, and it's actually a 2-disc special edition. It's the full screen version. I like full screen. I don't care what anyone says. I actually like full screen, but it's a 2-disc set. You open it up, and it folds out like this. Here's Ben Stiller as a young kid, and Ben Stiller is basically this kid who falls in love with this girl named Mary when he's in high school, but everyone likes her, and something happens when on their prom date, and they drift apart, but he never gets over her. So when he grows up, he tries to find her again and get with her, but the guy who's helping him with his self-esteem falls in love with her too, and a couple of other people fall in love with her, and it's just his whole thing. A lot of funny scenes. Definitely recommend this movie. There's Something About Mary, one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. To this special edition. If you're gonna get an edition, better get this one. Classic. Pick it up. Pick up all 3 of these movies. 2 horrors, 1 comedy. So nice little mix. And I'll be back with other movies soon. Have a nice Halloween for those who celebrate it. If you don't celebrate it, hopefully you find something good to do on that day. Hopefully no one eggs your car or nothing, but whatever. And yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna do other DVDs. This is another DVD I got, Batman Returns. I rented this from my school library. I've been watching all the early Batman movies because I still haven't seen The Dark Knight. I know I'm crazy, but I'm probably gonna wait for that to come on DVD. I've been trying to not read spoilers about it, but this is a great movie. Danny DeVito did a great job in this movie. And it really looks good. For an old movie on DVD, they really did a good job, the resolution. So Batman Returns, I'm also watching that. So yeah, I don't know when my next DVD video is going to be. Maybe soon if I think of something. But hopefully you enjoyed it. And have a good Halloween. Have a good week. And I'll be back. Macktube out. Peace.
And who gave you the right to step my family? And who gave you the right to shut my baby? You need